Hello everyone. Welcome to the world of magic and fairies. Today our story is about the King's Challenge. Once upon a time, there was a king who wanted to find a husband for his daughter. To find someone special with unique qualities, the king set 3 challenges for them to complete. There was a young man named John. He said to his mother,
"Mother, I want to go and see the king.
Why?
They say that he wants to marry his daughter off. There are 3 tasks to be done. I want to do them."
Go see the king if you want, but you can't do the 3 tasks, John, my dear.
"Oh, I still want to go."
And John set off. He set off to do the 3 tasks. On the way, he met a mother duck and her ducklings. The mother duck asked him,
"Where are you going, John?"
"I'm going to see the king. They say that he wants to marry his daughter off. There are 3 tasks to be done, and I'm going to see if I can do them."
"You can do it, John. Be careful not to step on my ducklings. Many people have passed by and stepped on many of them."
Don't worry. I won't hurt them."
He walked by without touching the ducklings. A little further down the road, he met a fox and her cubs. The mother fox asked him,
"Where are you going, John?"
"I'm going to see the king. He wants to marry his daughter off, they say. There are 3 tasks to be done, and whoever does the 3 tasks for him, he will marry his daughter to."
"You can do it, John. Be careful not to step on my fox cubs. There was a man who passed by here and hurt my cubs."
"I won't hurt even one of them."
John replied, and he didn't touch the fox cubs. A little further down the road, he saw a queen bee and her bees buzzing around the road.
"Where are you going, John?"
The queen bee asked,
"I'm going to see the king. They say that he wants to marry his daughter off. There are 3 tasks to be done, and I'm going to see if I can do them."
"You can do it, John. Be careful not to hurt my bees."
"Oh no, don't worry, Queen Bee. I'll go through without hurting any of them."
and John passed by without touching the bees. When he came before the king said,
"Hello, what are you doing here, young man?"
"Yes, your majesty. They told me that you have 3 tasks to be done, and that if anyone can do them, you will marry your daughter to them."
"That's right. I will gladly marry my daughter to you, but you will not be able to do my tasks. Listen well to me now, John. I took the key to the princess's wardrobe and threw it down a deep abyss full of water. There, John, if you can fish out the key for me, you will marry the princess. That is my daughter's key."
He looked down into the abyss and was filled with despair, but he saw the mother duck and her ducklings coming up quacking.
"You can't do that, John,"
said the mother duck.
"Wait, I'll do it for you. You didn't hurt my ducklings, so I'll repay you."
The mother duck jumped into the swirling water, dived to the bottom, and gave John the key, telling him to take it to the king. John took the key and gave it to the king.
"Oh, that can't be my key." "But it is, indeed. You have done well in this task. I am pleased with you, and now I give you another task."
The king took a bag full of rice and poured it into a thicket full of thorns.
"There, John, pick up the rice in that thicket and put it back in the bag, and you will marry my daughter."
John bent down to pick up the rice. He had only picked up a few grains when his hands were full of blood. John could pick up no more. He was in despair. But, turning around, he saw the mother fox and her cubs coming up.
You can't do that, John.
It's true, I can't.
John confessed. All the foxes, both mother and cubs, scurried into the thicket. They picked up every last grain of rice and filled the bag to the brim. Not a single grain was left.
Here, take this bag of rice to the king and you will marry the princess. Goodbye, John, I'm off now.
Did you pick up all that rice, John?
Yes, Your Majesty, I picked up all that rice.
Goodness. You are truly talented. You are about to marry my daughter.
Yes, if I can marry her, I would be very happy.
Well, John, now go down to the front of my castle, to the poultry yard. There are 3 girls there, 2 from my neighbors, and the 3rd is my daughter. All 3 are dressed alike, have their hairstyle alike, and wear jewelry alike. If you can tell which one is my daughter, she will be yours.
The king's daughter was right in the middle of the other 2. John walked back and forth looking front and back. He couldn't tell which one was the princess because they all looked so alike. He was wondering and worrying when he suddenly heard the sound of a buzzing bee. It was the queen bee flying to the head above the right shoulder of the king's daughter. John thought that was her way of letting him know which one to choose. He took her hand and said,
Come here with me, you will be my wife.
The king said,
You have my permission to marry my daughter.
And so they had a grand wedding for many days. Just like bedtime whispers the day goodbye, our fairy tale has reached its end. Thank you for watching. Good night, sweet dreams, everyone.